Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of Rise Army. What a huge announcement the Titan just posted. If you didn't see the tweets or the announcement, which I'm sure you did, we are bridging to Ethereum and Polygon. Two crucial steps in one that we need to take in order to grow this to where we should be. I'm really excited about this. I'm sure everyone's really excited. Everyone knows the nature of the BSC space right now. It's not too hot. Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Polygon is just getting warmed up. So we're really excited. This is the next step for us. And I'll give the floor to my co-hosts, Jen, Jason, Titan, and Guard to say hello.
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you all had a really fantastic weekend. Just echoing what TJ said, we can't be more excited to bring this news to you guys and to be able to do it so quickly. And we hope that within the announcement itself, it answered a lot of questions that you guys might have or may have. But I know just even skimming the chat when we unmuted it briefly, we saw a ton of questions pop up. So we definitely knew we wanted to hold this space immediately after the announcement. And I look forward to digging into those questions with you.
Hey guys, and welcome on my behalf as well. I'm very, very excited to be witnessing this tripartite bridge. It's very exciting. It will absolutely bring Rise to the next level, and I'm very, very excited about that. So if you have any questions on the kinds of things that you'd like to hear from me about, then I'm more than happy to take them. But I yield the floor now to Jason.
Hello, everybody. I'm also super excited to be part of this announcement today. It's been a few days coming, and I know a lot of you guys have been super excited, myself included. We are going to be opening up EverRise to the wider crypto space, and big things are coming.
With that said, shall we invite some speakers up and start taking some questions?
Absolutely. Before we do that, I just want to mention that EverBridge is not just for EverRise. This is a tool that Titan has now built that any project can sign up and bridge out. So this is another huge stream of revenue for the company, another huge leap forward as far as what we've created in such a little amount of time. Nothing like this exists right now. And we are literally, well, I say we, but Titan is creating the app so quick that before I can even blink, and we're just completely changing the space. So I'm thrilled. I'm sure a lot of projects are going to want to jump onto EverBridge, which is great for us. With that said, Suresh, I don't know if you want to say hi, but if not, we can just start taking some questions.
Hey, yeah, I can say just hi. Hi guys, how are you? So yeah, I'm actually very thrilled. Like we're able to finish the bridge in short span of time, and not just like Ethereum. Even we're going with MATIC also. Yeah, I mean, this is just a starting step. I mean, we have so many other things to come in the future, but yeah, I mean, thank you.
And if you guys don't know about Polygon or MATIC, I couldn't have thought of a better pairing. That you know, this one bridge to Ethereum is already, you know, big enough news, but to couple that with the bridge to Ethereum, to MATIC or to Polygon, is just the perfect accompaniment to the Ethereum bridge. So I look forward to hearing your questions on that too.
With that said, we'll start taking questions. Brendan, I see a question from you. The floor is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
If I may ask a couple of very brief questions. First of all, congratulations to the team and Titan on achieving such a terrific use case so quickly. The two questions I have are brief. The first is, can you explain a little bit of the benefits of having our reserve liquidity pools in the form of stable coins? And the second is, can you explain how you came to the decision to have a different tax structure on the Rise Ethereum side? Thanks.
Well, I think I could take the first one of those, and then perhaps Tyson is the best person to answer that second one. So it's not the entire liquidity, the reserve liquidity that is going to be held in stable coins on either side of the bridge, but it's going to be some of it. And the point of that is to basically, sort of counter the kinds of ill market movements that we've seen on the BSC side. So we are kind of still in the as it were incubation phase of the Rise ecosystem, and so we're still kind of testing it out, and we have now seen that the BNB, holding it entirely in BNB or whatever is the native coin of that network, is not necessarily the best thing to do, because although we keep the same purchasing power, it doesn't actually have the same kind of impact on the chart. Whereas if we can fine tune our smart contract on the other sides of the tripartite bridge, then we can sort of keep a little bit more of the purchasing power. So it's basically like a hedge. So in this case, a hedge against the market volatility of various cryptocurrencies, because they tend to follow each other, whereas a stable coin just stays stable. So that's the answer to the first question.
Can you repeat the second question? I actually missed both the questions.
Sure, of course. Thank you. Just how did you come to the decision to have the taxes be half of what they normally would be on the Ethereum side?
Okay, yeah. The main reason for Ethereum people are going away is because of the gas fee, right? I mean, we don't want to put the burden of having more tax when they are already paying more for gas. So at the same time, we don't want to like remove any taxes completely. So we just halved it, like, so that they can say, like whatever the gas they're putting in, they can at least save on the taxes side.
Thank you. Great work, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. We'll open it up to Man himself. I see you have a question. The floor is yours.
I've been a heavy investor in EverRise since the very beginning, and I like the way, and I've seen like a big improvement in the way you've dealt with the Kraken. I can remember on the first day where you actually just used a lot of it on the very first day, because like the chart was dumping, so you actually showed a lot of people the effectiveness of the Kraken. And as you can see from my picture, I'm a big investor in SafeMoon also. But I was just wondering if there would ever be a partnership with EverRise and SafeMoon. I know a lot of people from SafeMoon are in EverRise from the beginning as well. So I think if EverRise and SafeMoon was to ever do any form of connection, like that would bring a lot of volume on both sides. Because I think in the Binance Smart Chain, in the Binance Smart Chains space, EverRise and SafeMoon, they are clearly they're clearly ahead of everyone else in terms of professionalism and potential. So I was wondering, like, if, for example, you'd ever consider being on a SafeMoon exchange, as an example.
Guard, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was just going to jump in. So yeah, I mean, we consider all viable partnerships. It's probably fair to say that we are on very friendly terms with the SafeMoon guys. I mean, we occasionally speak to them informally, and we share some of the same sorts of aims with SafeMoon. So I've seen it. I from time to time I see a little bit of kind of a conflict between the two groups, and I don't know if that's always warranted. So we do, we are kind of on friendly terms with them, but I don't want to say anything about kind of partnerships or anything like that, before anything is actually done. I mean, that's kind of our policy on EverRise, is that we don't, give this kind of detail out before it's actually done and dusted. And so, it is fair to say that we talk to them, they talk to us. We from time to time have kind of friendly chats, but they're pretty informal. That's pretty much that.
Okay, and I just want to say that the way you're utilizing the Kraken, I think it's the very best way. I could see like sometimes in the chats, a lot of people are trying to pressure you to use the Kraken, etc. But yeah, just never feel pressured to use the Kraken. Like, I think the way you use the Kraken now is a lot more efficiently in comparison to the very beginning. Like I can see the growth step by step in every single way. Not only the Kraken in Ever Own, you're coming out with Ever Wallet, well, that I know of anyway. So yeah, man, like just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a very good job, and I wish you all the well, man.
Thanks, mate. And yeah, I mean, all credit to Titan on his steady hand at the tiller when it comes to the Kraken. It is. I think a lot of people don't really realize that it's being used quite often because they don't keep an eye on the burn wallet, which is where you can see the transactions. But it's certainly a wise course of action to use it quite gradually, and there's a sort of optimum point in that we do, so we don't kind of pump 1,000 BNB all of a sudden into the chart, because that would just lead to a dump. But yeah, it's all credit to Titan in his a steady nerve and steady hand at the tiller when it comes to using the Kraken.
Great. I'm gonna open the floor to Melon Usk, which I'm assuming is pronounced Milan Usk. Great name. You can now speak.
Yeah, question that popped up in the chat. It was very technical regarding the reflections, and there were someone asking if the reflection eventually from both ETH and Polygon would still reflect on the wallets of us holding on BSC. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, let me take this. So, see, for the reflections part, even though we are opening up the bridge to Ethereum and Poly, the initial amount of tokens which will be available for the trading will be quite less. In the sense, still BSC controls the majority of the tokens unless people go to the other bridges and start trading. So even if we try to get the reflections, they'll be very small quantity. As we see, like 1% of reflections on Ethereum is which is very small, and there is no point in actually sending those reflections out of the bridge and incurring other gas costs on that. I mean, so for now, the reflections on each chain will be only for those holders. And yeah, as I said, like the quantity will be very small when you compare to BSC space, where you get more reflections out of BSC.
Thank you, Titan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next, I'll open it up to GKN. Just added you as a speaker. You're free to chat. Hey, GKN.
So, what is going to be the effect on current BSC holders? Should we move? Should we bridge to Ethereum, or should we stay? What's going to be the impact of the price changes in Ethereum network? What is going to be more beneficial for current Rise holders? Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Let me explain on this part. See, we are going with Ethereum and Poly as a fair launch, which means there will not be any token holder, like there is no pre-sale or anything, like who will be holding the tokens and sell it. So which means, as you know, like any fair launches, they go up, but it provides the opportunity for arbitrage. Like, but again, like if you want to go to ETH or Poly and sell there, I mean, at least there will be gas cost. Like I believe the gas is too much, the cost is too much. So unless you are a like big holder, if you want to take advantage, even the liquidity will be very small on both the chains. You won't make much profit, but eventually the price will stabilize at the same after like 1 or 2 days. But initially they will see some kind of jump. But you will see the difference. But I don't say that you go there and do your trade, but it is up to you, the guys, like how they, I mean, we cannot actually say anything about how they want to do trading. But eventually it will be like same price at some point.
Yeah, so I could also jump in here briefly. The thing that's really exciting for me about this bridge is that it's not a two-part bridge. So it's not just BSC and Ethereum, but it's actually 3 parts. So this the thing that is quite exciting for me on this is that if you Google what a 3-body problem is, then what should happen is that the 3 parts of the Rise kind of ecosystem now will interact with each other in a way that is very hard to predict, and it will be exciting to see how that works out. So it will give opportunities for you holders to make a bit of extra profit, if you so wish, or if you want to, try your hand at that. But it also means that it's not an easily predictable system. So the best traders will probably win out, and the worst ones will probably lose out, as is normally the case. So yeah, I think it's the genius of launching these 2 bridges at the same, or these 3 bridges at the same time, that they actually interact with each other, and they form this 3-body problem. So if anyone ever claims that they have found the solution of how to make infinite money with the Rise bridges, they're lying, because they're claiming that they have a solution to the 3-body problem, and there is no mathematical solution to the 3-body problem. So that's what's, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, that's what's exciting to me about this. Is I'm looking forward to seeing how the prices stable out.
Does that answer your question, GKN?
Yes, it does. I had just another quick question. Without an intention to sell, will I be able to bridge to Ethereum network without any cost with the current holdings, or will it cost me something?
Yes.
Thank you.
It will not cost you any kind of taxes on your transaction. Like the 11% tax will not be there, but the gas fee is not in our control. So there will be a gas. I mean, we have to see how much will be the gas fee for Ethereum or MATIC. So we'll be collecting that gas fee.
Okay, thank you. That answers my questions.
Yeah, so just to clarify that no transaction fee for using the bridge whatsoever. So it's really good. It's going to definitely open up a lot of conversations in the community on where their strategy is going to be on their portfolio, and where they're going to keep their Rise holdings. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the debates and the discussions going forward on that. And it's also going to allow people to, potentially have split holdings on multiple networks without having to pay a transaction cost, which they would have to pay if they were moving it to a conventional wallet on the BSC chain.
I would like to add one more point here. I mean, if it is only for Rise, there is no transaction fee. That's what we're saying. Suppose if another project comes onto EverBridge and they onboard, we cannot guarantee what they will be doing it. At the same time, their holders, they need to hold Rise too, because all the tools on the ecosystem, they need to hold Rise, which means if any project comes on board, they have to hold. I mean, we haven't given the specific amount, but it will be like a small quantity, but still they have to hold the Rise.
That's great. Thank you, Suresh, for clarifying that. So that's another example of how our ecosystem feeds back into the token, into the Rise token, and to the holders itself. That's great. Thank you. think we got a couple of more people requesting TJ.
Yep. JR, the floor is yours. I'm adding one at a time so it doesn't get too hectic. JR, how are you?
Might need to come back to JR.
Yep.
Let's bring Garen up.
Hey, Garen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Floor is
All
yours,
right.
my friend.
All right. So, I read that the bridge will also be available for other projects to utilize as well. So I guess there would
Correct.
be a cost to that. What are the costs related to? And I guess does it fall into the same type of distribution of those profits as, or that income or the revenue as the Ever own to the token holders?
Yeah, so we haven't actually finalized the cost part, and it will not be, see, for our own, we integrated the distribution automatically to the platform, but here it's not automatic. I mean, this is kind of a manual process. What we have to, like, we had to create the bridges for them and integrate them. So we cannot actually do it automatically. But if we get more and more, I mean, right now we're not seeing much of revenue in the sense, I mean, but once we get like good amount of revenue, yeah, ultimately, see, what we want is Rise holders to benefit. So
Okay. Now,
yeah, that cannot be done automatically. It has to be done through manual process. So
okay. Now, have you thought of, instead of maybe charging some revenue, what if we would pair Rise with that project's tokens, and now they would be mandatory to create liquidity pools with Rise, because you already got Ethereum, because Rise is already paired with Ethereum and MATIC. Wouldn't it also work if they could pair their token with Rise? And that would bring us a great benefit, because now they would have to purchase a whole bunch of Rise to create their liquidity pools on either chain network. Is that an option?
I mean, the problem is that we don't have much liquidity. I mean, in order for them to buy Rise, I mean, what we have is very less in the liquidity pool. Like, if it is in the start of the project, we can actually plan something out. But I mean, I cannot really answer, but we have to see, like, how will that affect?
Okay. You haven't. So have you? Maybe I read it wrong. I'm not sure. Have you tripled the supply? Because you said 1 quadrillion for ETH and then 1 quadrillion for. So essentially, have we tripled our supply, total supply?
Okay, let me explain exactly how it works. So what we are going to do is, on the Ethereum side, we are going to create new token with initial quantity of 1 quadrillion. As soon as we create it, it will be moved to a vault on the bridge. The same way it happens on the MATIC side, the poly also, where we create it, we just move it to the vault. So but when we say they're in the vault, which means they're not in the circulated supply, they are as good as burnt. I mean, you cannot say like burnt, but they're locked forever, which means they cannot take it out. Whenever people try to send from BSC, suppose if I want to send like 10 billion tokens from BSC to ETH, I go to the bridge, I try to transfer the tokens. As soon as we click on submit, this 10 billion tokens will be logged on the BSC bridge, and whatever we have on the Ethereum bridge, where we have like 1 quadrillion tokens, we release 10 billion tokens to his user account. So whatever is logged on the BSC, now they are logged forever. And whatever is released, now they are into circulation supply on the Ethereum. So whenever he wants to come back to BSC, what he will do is, again, he will just transfer those 10 billion to Ethereum bridge to lock it forever. And we just release from the BSC bridge the same amount of tokens. So it is how the advantage of doing this is, we are predefining how much quantity on the Ethereum or Poly will have it. There is another option to do it, like, instead of having predefined values, we can just go with 0 quantity initially and mint whenever the users transfer it. The only risk is whenever like if something bad happens or like someone hacks into the bridge, if they have access to it, they can infinitely mint the tokens, which will destroy our purpose. So at this way, we are limiting our tokens to one quadrillion, which means it can never be more than that. But everything will be under that bridge vault.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay, so
So in
essentially,
short,
yeah,
so in short answer to your question, we will not be tripling our supply. The supply will be 1 quadrillion minus the burnt, and that will be the supply that will circulate. All the rest of it will be locked in the bridge.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. I think that answered my questions.
And the reason for that is that it's to do it in any other way is a security risk.
Yeah, that's a very good way. It's a very utilizing EverOwn basically to lock or EverLock actually, right? Is what we'll be
It's
utilizing.
not. It will be no. It won't be separate contract or anything. It will be locked under the bridge directly. So the bridge will be locking it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Garen.
So the liquidity pools on each network, it's gonna will be part of that original 1 quadrillion, right?
No, the liquidity pool. See, for example, what I will be doing is, as soon as I create the 1 quadrillion on the Ethereum, I'll just lock it, and I will transfer. For example, I'm just saying like I will transfer like 10 trillion tokens from BSC. We will provide the initial liquidity for those 10 trillion only. So
Okay, so where is that 10 trillion going to come from? It's going to come from our BSC liquidity pool that already existing. So are we going to see a spike?
No, it won't come from liquidity. It comes from there is a different wallet currently where we hold the tokens for the future liquidity or future exchanges. Yeah, it comes from there.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you.
I think the simplest way I can kind of envisage it and share it with other people is it's essentially like looking at a mirror. These other networks will be just a mirror image of what we have in the BSC space in terms of the supply, and obviously what tokens are in circulation will remain constant throughout each network.
Awesome. JR, the floor is yours.
I wonder if I could ask a quick question about EverWallet. Titan, do you mind?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So EverWallet, I always look at EverWallet as, and I think you've described it before, as kind of a vault. And then EverSwap comes in and it will basically allow you to swap tokens, I'm assuming either on PancakeSwap or Uniswap when that's all up and running. And so my question is, the tokens that are in there, so let's say I'm assuming I would be able to hold like BNB in there, right? And so let's say I wanted to transfer that someplace. Will I be able to transfer from inside of EverWallet, or would I have to go back out to the main wallet? Hope that makes sense. So like, and when I say transfer, I mean transfer to like different, like if I wanted to send it to another wallet, right? Or an exchange or something of that nature, a centralized exchange.
Hey, can you just repeat it? Just lost the connection, could not get.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So what I was asking was EverSwap allows you to to basically buy and sell from PancakeSwap, and I'm assuming eventually Uniswap. But my question is, tokens that are in EverWallet, will I be able to transfer from there to another wallet, or let's say I wanted to transfer to a exchange, right, a centralized exchange or something of that nature, would I be able to do that from inside the vault of EverWallet, or would I have to go back out into, you know, your main wallet, transfer the tokens into the Trust wallet and or MetaMask?
No, I mean the tokens which are present in the Ever wallet, you can directly transfer them out of that to any other wallets. I mean, you don't need to transfer back to Trust or MetaMask. And yeah, EverSwap is like kind of a functionality where you'll have the option. I mean, in order to connect to EverSwap, anyway, you'll be connecting using MetaMask or Trust wallet. But once you connect it, then you will have the option to choose whether to go to PancakeSwap and directly buy and get the tokens to your MetaMask account, or you'll have the option to choose your wallet directly to go and trade from the PancakeSwap and keep the tokens in the Ever wallet. Like we'll have both options.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll open the floor to Ray. I know you've been you requested for a while. The floor is yours. Ray, you there?
Hello,
Hi, Ray. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? So I wanted to ask a question about the Kraken on the Ethereum and the MATIC side, if I could.
Yeah.
So when you guys burn on the MATIC or Ethereum side, how does it work with the supply on the BSC side?
It won't. I mean, there'll not be any effect on the BSC side. If you burn on Ethereum or MATIC, it will be only on that chain. But wherever it is burnt, those tokens are like out of circulation. They cannot come back to BSC.
Okay, I guess that answers my question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so the total supply across all three chains is 1 quadrillion minus whatever's been burned. So wherever on the three parts any burning happens, then that removes it from all the supply.
Does that answer your question, Ray?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Grunkle, you want to chat?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Sorry, I jumped in the chat a little bit late, so I'm sorry if you guys have to repeat yourself again. But I know you guys are doing a lot of updates right now. I bought EverRise, of course, with BNB. Would there be any changes on that end with all the updates going on, or will it still be able to be bought on BNB?
Yeah, so BSC is going to stay open. I mean, it's not going anywhere. We're just adding the ability for people to buy with Ethereum or MATIC. So as far as a change on that front, there's no change. We're always going to be on the BSC.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Lollipop. I'm assuming that's, I don't know how else to say that name, but the floor is yours. How's it going?
Hello?
Hey.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering about the promotional strategies that you guys are taking. Will you guys be like paying celebrities to start shilling for us, or what type of promotions will you guys be taking to evolve this project?
We have a couple of partnerships that are coming up that we'll be announcing over here in the next couple of weeks. In terms of influencers, we obviously have influencers. Hello? Hi. In terms of influencer marketing, we'll obviously, of course, be doing that, as that generally works really well, especially when we're basically launching 2 new tokens on 2 new blockchains. So that covers that. I've talked pretty extensively about our press strategy before. So you guys will start seeing press now that this is released and the launch date has been announced. And then really for us, I think the thing that I'm the most excited about are the partnerships that we have coming up. Unfortunately, I can't share any details about those right now, but you guys will see them in the coming weeks.
Awesome. Does that answer your question?
I don't know what happened, but the connection just disconnected.
Oh, no. So with regards to paying celebrities, when it comes to picking influencers, we're picking influencers that will strategically benefit the project. For example, like paying someone like Snoop Dogg to shill our project isn't going to be effective for us. So we're not going to waste thousands of dollars in doing that. But what we are looking at is, you know, who in the crypto space and in the financial space is influential. Like when I think of celebrities, those are the types of celebrities that I'm more interested in bringing to EverRise as opposed to, you know, Hollywood celebrities or celebrities big in the music space. Oh, he's disconnected.
Darn. All right. Crypto Chef, the floor is yours.
Whilst we're waiting for Crypto Chef, I don't know if he's here. Oh, yeah, he's just here. I've got a question from YouTube, but go ahead, Crypto Chef.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. It sounds amazing about the bridges and that. And yeah, just congratulations. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Crypto Chef. It's much appreciated.
Jason, you want to give us that question from YouTube in the meantime?
Yeah, so there was a question in on YouTube from Frankie H. Hi guys, will we be able to buy EverRise with Ethereum using the bridge? It autocorrects the price, same with Poly and vice versa, question mark.
I didn't get. Can you repeat the question?
So the question is basically regarding purchasing Rise on the Ethereum network and on the MATIC network. How would people do that?
Yeah, so we'll be having same kind of pancake swap on the Ethereum side. We'll be launching on Uniswap with the liquidity, and again on the Poly we have Quick Swap where we provide the liquidity. Those are all decentralized exchanges, so people can buy on those exchanges. I mean, bridges are only like to hold the tokens. They're not exchanges. They're just to transfer the tokens from here to there.
Yep, that explains it perfectly. Thank you. So essentially, guys, there will be decentralized exchanges on both the Ethereum and the Polygon network to purchase Rise if you wish to do so on them networks. And you can use the bridge accordingly.
Perfect. Steve, I'll open the floor to you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello.
there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. These cheap AirPods, honestly. Couple of things. Firstly, congratulations. This is huge for the project. You know, bridging to ETH and MATIC. I'm sure we'll cover it, and you guys will be talking about it. I think what I just want to ask is, this is a huge part of the project. Does Titan or one of the other core team want to elaborate on the future aspirations for the project? You know, where you want to go, where you see this taking us, how it's going to play out, just any of these future aspirations that you guys have for the project. It'd be great to know and just get your views on where we're going in the future.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, I think that's one for Titan to take.
Yeah, so let me give a little bit of my thoughts on this. I mean, right now we are going to like different networks, and as you can see, like we are actually trying to modify our contracts on Ethereum and Polys so that whatever we want are like automatic buyback. I mean, we don't want this manual that will be happening on both the networks. And we are stuck on the BSC because we cannot modify the contract, and we cannot go to a new contract unless we have that liquidity available until like next year. But as and when like we have that, we'll be having a pretty good contract in the future where I mean, I have like so many ideas, and I cannot say that it'll come out right away, like next month or 2 months, but like we'll have our own swaps and all the networks. So kind of our own exchanges, like whatever you see. We're just going step by step, whatever we can. Like the next one is what we're coming up with is our swap and wallet. We're already working on it, so it'll also come out eventually. Like
Yeah,
we don't have
that's
any
perfect.
big plans. Like I mean, we wanted to go step by step. Like whatever we can do, we'll just keep on doing it.
Yeah, I know there's a ton of holders that believe in the future of Rise and the ecosystem and can see your vision, and we're behind you, we're behind the core team. Best of luck for the future, and thanks for this announcement today. This is huge.
Yeah.
I just want to very quickly just want to touch upon what's been announced today and how we're talking about the transaction of tokens. And obviously, Suresh spoke about projects in the future looking to use EverBridge. I can just say now that I've just received a message from a project who's very, very eager to learn more about it. So we'll definitely be opening people's eyes in terms of projects on how this utility can be used for them as well. So it will further feed the ecosystem of which we're building to benefit Rise holders. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, and just to add on to Jason's point, I think the big thing about understanding us being on Ethereum and Polygon also means our dApps will be available on Ethereum and Polygon. And I think that's huge. Like what we're trying to do is bring safety and security into DeFi, and DeFi is much larger than Binance Smart Chain. So us extending out and starting to cross into these other blockchains just really contributes to the overall goal and mission of the project.
And of course, one last word on that from me. The thing is, Ethereum is obviously very well established and is there and is always going to be there. And MATIC is a big and growing ecosystem. So we've actually kind of bridged into the best of both worlds. We have the immense kind of wealth and number of investors and volume that's going on in the Ethereum chain, but then which is why the gas fees are so big. But then we also have this amazing scaling solution and this growing ecosystem of Polygon. So we get both growth and establishment, and that is really exciting for Rise holders because you're essentially now diversified without ever having to buy anything else.
Very well said. I'm going to open the floor to EverRise King. EverRise King, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. And yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you very much.
That's good. Yeah, just wanted to say I don't really have a question as such because I mean, you guys are the experts, and I love to hear the big announcements, and I have a lot of faith in the team from from very early on, day one, day two, can't really remember, but as time goes on, I get more bullish, and I get more pumped about what's ahead of us. You know, I see a lot of familiar faces in here right now. I see a lot of new ones as well. And, you know, the team is just doing fantastic, from Jason to Jen to Titan to Guard to Wasso to DJ. I mean, you know, I tag you guys in stuff, and I appreciate everything you do. I mean, you guys have families, you have, you know, children, you know, you give up a lot of time to make this work. And I just want to say from, you know, the EverRise family that we appreciate everything. And I know I do. I mean, I spend a little bit less time with my family, but they know how much I love EverRise. And yeah, I believe in EverRise. I was a part of something else, like somebody else mentioned, you know, before EverRise come out. And I can tell you right now, if somebody wants to join someone would need to join us, because we're a powerhouse, and we've got so much to look forward to. And I just can't wait. My bags are packed, and Titan's going to take me on this journey, and I'll be more than happy to look after him if he needs anything. I'll buy him a coffee or two, no worries at all. But yeah, just a bit of a joke there. But yeah, just love you guys, and from the EverRise family, we appreciate everything. Love you all.
Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you.
King. And we appreciate your support all the time. I mean, I see your tweets pop up on Twitter every time I log on. So thank you for your hard work. Thank you for believing in the project and what we're creating here. Really appreciate it. With that said, I'll open the floor to Rampage. Yes, yes.
Hello everyone, and Suresh Garu, namaskaram.
Hey, speak in English, man. I mean, there are so many people here.
Yeah. I'll definitely speak in English. Yeah, congratulations to the team and the Titan at the outset for ever expanding efforts for the EverRise project. As the earlier speaker said, I too don't have question marks, but only exclamatory marks. I just stopped by to, you know, let the team know how good I feel about EverRise. Ever meaning eternal, and rise meaning growth, and that upward marked arrow in the icon in the bright, radiant orange red color. All this, man, this makes me feel so positive. Even I relate it to the name of the Titan, Suresh. It even sounds like Surrise. So there is eyes everywhere. That makes me feel so good. This is why I analogize again EverRise to a never setting sun. Reason being, there is a letter E at the beginning and a letter E at the end of EverRise, both resembling east. Hence, do I say the EverRise is a sun that can never set, having east on either ends. Sounds really great, man. Thanks to the team. My best wishes. Thank you.
Thank
You have
you.
told us so many things which we not even thought about it.
I was just about to say, Suresh, like that. We got to incorporate that somehow. That's pretty. I've never thought about it like that.
That is
And
very
credits to
cool.
me. Forget not to give the credits to me.
Thank you for the kind words, Rampage.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm going to open the floor now to OD. Great, thank you. How are you?
Everything's going great. So first off, thanks a lot for, I think I must say that this is one of the communities that's constantly updating everything that they have been doing since the time I have followed you guys. So I have a small question. Maybe you guys may have covered it at the beginning. The Kraken now at the BSC platform holds BNB, and we have been the largest holder, one of the largest holders of BNB. Now, when we are introducing the Ethereum and MATIC bridge, are we saying that the Kraken on those bridges would be holding Ethereum and MATIC respectively?
Yes, initially, I mean, like the way the contract works is with the native currency, it will hold, but we'll have the option to change the native currency to stablecoin so that at some portion of the Kraken, we can actually maintain in the stablecoin. But when we maintain it, it can only be used to buy back only, like we cannot take it back. So we try to have some kind of extra functionality to make sure that in the worst situations, we'll have the stablecoin there so that even if all the crypto goes down, we don't need to go down, right? So yeah, we'll try to use the community vote when we want to convert it or like how much we want to convert it. It's kind of an investment for the Kraken. I mean, even like Kraken is an investment right now, so on the Ethereum side. So, but it can only invest in the Ethereum and convert it to stable. Simple.
Okay, fair enough. Because I guess being one of the largest holders of BNB, then if we start holding on to ETH and Matic, it's going to definitely invite a lot of attention once overall again. So I think, and plus the price fluctuations you're right, would require a stable coin as well, so that does not impact the overall burn feature and the buyback feature too.
Yep.
So thank you. It answers my question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jason, are you seeing any questions on YouTube by any chance?
Yeah, I've been answering a couple of questions on the text chat. There's been a lot of congratulatory posts and remarks on the YouTube. There was one question that did come up regarding the obviously the buybacks functions on both the Poly and the ETH side, allowing use of stablecoin to have its part of its holdings in stablecoin. There was a question regarding the BSC side Kraken buyback, whether or not we could change that. I know what the answer is, but I'm sure Suresh can just confirm that for the person asking.
Yeah, BSC side we cannot change at this point of time unless we change the contract. So yeah, BSC stays like this, whatever we have right now. But on the Ethereum and Poly, we'll have the option, and we'll make sure like before we deploy it, we'll have all the functionalities required.
Yeah, thank you. I assume that would be the case, and I'm grateful for the answer. I have one more question. It was also from YouTube. Summers Cool has asked, if one of the pairs dumps, will it affect the other two pairs? Say Ethereum goes down to 1,000. He's saying about the price of Ethereum. Will it affect BNB Rise and MATIC Rise?
I mean, it won't affect automatically. It all depends on the investors how they do this trading between the chains. So if somebody, I mean, it's same, right? If someone dumps on an exchange, it won't immediately reflect on the Pancake swap. Or if someone dumps on the Pancake, it won't reflect unless people see that there is an opportunity to take advantage of it. Then people start trading and they will eventually maintain that rate. Like immediately it won't have, but if there is a heavy dump on one chain, yeah, surely people will try to take advantage of the things. They will make it stable.
Arbitrage will kick in, right? And there will be people very much keeping an eye on that and making use of arbitrage opportunities.
Yeah, that's what most of the CEX, the central exchanges, do. Like there will be like market makers who keep on monitoring. Whenever they see the opportunities, they just take the advantage and do it. But here all are like decentralized exchanges, so it's like even here also like people will be, there is no market maker, but people will automatically take care of it.
Thank you for the answer. One other question here has come up from Christopher Otero. Will the bridge be user friendly?
Yep, it will be so user friendly that you love it.
That's the best answer ever. Everything we do is user friendly. I mean, we have a great team behind the scenes building great UIs just to make everything as simple as possible. because obviously what goes on behind the scenes in a blockchain is super complicated. I personally don't even understand it, but that's why we have our team of technical people, and that combined with our graphics team and our user interface team, they make something that even a 5-year-old can understand, which is great. So you never have to worry on that front. I see a question from Rise's Life. Amazing name. The floor is now yours. Rise, do you have a question?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm just wondering about, in terms of taking on projects on Everown on the different networks, obviously when a project signs up, there is revenue given out to the holders. Will the revenue be given to the holders on each network, if you understand? So if an Ethereum project wants to use Everown, will the revenue only go to the Ethereum people holding that project?
Yeah, and it only goes to Ethereum holders and Ethereum Kraken. I mean, we don't want to spread that out because it doesn't really matter. Like, even though if it goes to Kraken or the holders, as I said, the holders, how much they're getting, their quantity will be very small compared to BSC. But even if it's there on the Ethereum side, Kraken, as long, see, you have to think about this way. As long as any of the chain is growing, doesn't mean that only that chain will grow up. All will follow along with. I mean, like, everything will be same.
Yeah, of course. I'm just thinking, is that how people will decide where to put their tokens? Because obviously, if suddenly we have a lot more projects signing up to Everown on the Ethereum, a lot of people might want to use the bridge to go over to that side.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to take that advantage, you can just move half of your tokens to Ethereum, just bridge it out and stay there. I mean, like, people will have a lot of ideas, or like, this is the first time we are seeing it. I mean, even we don't know how people will react to it, the way we don't know the costs associated to bridge. So
yeah, of course,
we have to wait and see how it goes. It's actually kind of excitement for us too.
Okay, great. I just want a quick shout out to the community and to all the team. You're all doing a great job. I've been here since very, very, very early, and I'm super excited. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Love your passion. The team is super excited as well. And we're still so early. I mean, this is just the beginning. Look what we've done in such a short span of time. Just imagine what's to come. I don't see any more hands raised in here. Sorry, Jen, were you saying something?
No, I was just going to comment on, like, literally in a little over 3 months, we've released Everown, and we're now bridging over to 2 networks. Like, to your point of it being done in such a little amount of time, like, we just have to remember, like, it's only been a little over 3 months, guys. It's crazy.
Yeah. I do see 2 more questions here. Crypto Chef, I added you back to the floor. Chef, did you have a question?
Not a question, just a quick comment, another quick comment. I just wanted to say thank you to all our influencers out there. There's a lot of you guys that put in a lot of work and push it and push it and pushing it. And I know you guys aren't paid to do it, but obviously the passion's there. And yeah, I want to say thank you to the influencers on Twitter. Thanks, guys, and keep up the good work. That's all. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you very much. Garen, I see a question from you. Garen, you have a question?
Yes, one last question. Sorry if I doing the second time around, but so the EverBridge we'll be able to put our Rise tokens from the Binance chain, and we'll be able to come out of it with Rise tokens from either Ethereum or MATIC chain. Now, would someone just use this bridge to put in BNB and get out Ethereum from the other side or MATIC from the other side without Rise at all?
For now, no. Like, I mean, we need to have a little bit of extra cushion for that. Right now, we're only going with what tokens we have and what other projects jump into the EverBridge. But going with the other like native tokens, we need to have some kind of extra cushion. Like, we have to see. I mean, if there is any possibility, we'll look into it.
Okay, because I think once you have the liquidity pools on every one of those networks, then I guess it would be easy to do that kind of thing, and I could see that being a really pretty interesting use case, because I always want to sometimes trade my BNB to Ethereum and vice versa. So okay, thanks for that. Great job, guys. Great job. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Gary.
I have a question from YouTube, if that's okay, TJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
So assume that I have 50 billion tokens on BSC. If I transferred all of my tokens over to, say, the Ethereum network, will I still have 50 billion tokens minus the gas fee?
No, you'll still have, yeah, exactly. You'll still have the same number of tokens as it is, but you'll be paying extra. I mean, when you're transferring BNB to BSC to Ethereum, you'll be paying in terms of BNB, small amount. And from again, Ethereum to BSC, you'll be paying in Ethereum also extra amount. But the number of tokens will stay as it is.
So it's a one-to-one token exchange purely with the gas fee on top, as if you were transferring it to an exchange wallet or to another wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
JR, I see another question from you. Yeah, go ahead and speak, JR.
Hey, Titan, my question is, so back to EverWallet, would I need to have multiple wallets on different blockchains? Or in other words,
Yes.
would I need to have it on
Yes, you need to have multiple wallets on different blockchains, because I mean, this wallet is nothing but a contract. So it's kind of a contract which will be deployed on each blockchain for you.
But each wallet, so the wallet for ETH would hold any ERC20 tokens, and vice versa for or the same for Binance, any BEP20 token.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Awesome. I think.
I see a question from Ami. Ami, I've unmuted you. You can now speak. Hope I'm saying that right.
Ami, you here?
Oh, yes, Amy.
Amy.
Sorry about that, Amy.
Amy, Ami, you never know.
No, it's okay. It's actually not a question, but just a quick comment. I don't know if I'll ever have the opportunity, so I just wanted to actually just say thank you to all of you guys. I don't think I may never have the opportunity to, because the future for EverRise is so great, so grand, to just say thank you to you guys for just the life-changing opportunity. I've been here since day one. I missed pre-sale. It was so quick. It was over so quickly. And I just wanted to thank you to all of you guys, Titan, Jason, Jen, all of you guys, Guard, and even Telegram and the mods and just the community and just everything that you guys are doing. And you're just a great community. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys, and I love you guys. And I know that may sound kind of dramatic, but really just this project, I've never believed in something so much, and you guys have just really, yeah, this is amazing. And this whole announcement today, every announcement, everything, just, it doesn't even renew anything, because I've always believed and I continue to believe. It just makes me fall in love even more with this project. So just thank you. Yeah, that's it.
And if I could piggyback off of that, Titan, I just want to say thank you, because the thing about it is you constantly evolve. Stuff that wasn't even in the roadmap to begin with. You've just continued to evolve and listen to the community, and obviously come out with stuff that comes from your own brilliance. And I really appreciate that that you are constantly evolving to the world that is crypto. And I look forward to what else comes out of the EverRise ecosystem, because I can see it now that obviously this is literally the beginning for what type of products can enhance everyone's crypto experience. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Obviously,
Yeah, thank you.
We all work tirelessly all day and night on EverRise. So when we hear people who we don't necessarily know personally believe in what Titan's building, it just it hits home. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amy. It really is a special community, and I've really enjoyed being a part of it myself. And it does start to you spend 2 months in the trenches with these guys, and it does start to feel like a family. So thank you as well, and we're very glad to have you with us.
Yeah. Guys, on that note, we've been on this for a little while, and unfortunately I got to pull the core team back because we have some more work that we have to get done today in order for the upcoming launch. But I do want to say, keep an eye out on our socials. We'll be announcing our demo event really soon. I'm sure you guys are all curious to see exactly how the bridge works. So that will be the event where you'll get the sneak peek before it's fully launched and available for everyone to use.
Thank you, everybody.
Amazing. Yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us as usual. Keep your eye on our Telegram, our Discord, our Twitter for more updates. And we look forward to bringing more utility to the crypto space that is not currently available.